Welcome to the next level in low back rehab. What are we doing here with Danny? Have a look at this. Right, we have an offset weight. We have a bouncing weight on a band. So we've got the kettlebell. You can see it's basically accelerating and decelerating as she moves up and down. What we're doing here is basically spinal proprioception retraining. So she's struggling quite hard. Danny's really working hard keeping the balance here. Now what you're seeing here is a bilateral movement. It's challenging her spine in a nice bilateral movement. Both feet are on the ground. So we think about spinal proprioception. We're talking about steroreceptors and we're talking about spinal cord reflex work. Now we're doing some unilateral work. Danny steps forward and back. So we've gone from bilateral to unilateral. Of course, what we can do is switch the weight over later to the opposite side as we do in our training. We test one side then the other. Now, we're talking about what happens for this work. Well, there's the bare bones. Now, bones themselves, obviously at the deepest level, let's consider core. Well, most people think abs and when they're thinking core, but this isn't what we're after. We're going deeper than abs and lower back. We're going into the intertransversary muscles and the interspinali muscles. What you have here are muscles that have really high numbers of muscle spindles. Muscle spindles are the things that are stretch reflexing. They're sending information to your spinal cord and back. That's your lateral lumbar intertransversary. Now, these muscles are picking up fast velocity changes in your body. There's the medial intertransversary. What we're doing here is we're working with this proprioceptive bouncing weight challenge to the center of the spine even more than what you're normally thinking about in core. Now there's the interspinali muscles, of course. What we're looking at here is how these things pick up the rate of change. This is so super important for lumbar spine rehab. It's not very often thought about. Now, also your multifidus muscles here have huge amounts of muscle spindles. These are often shown to be atrophic in people with lower back pain. So, complete rehab now must really encompass a lot of proprioceptive work, the ability to know where your body is in space.